I think one of the things I like most about painting is that it forces me to slow down. Most of the days are usually filled with different things happening at the same time. There's school, studying, editing videos, doing projects, random ideas that come into my head, and sometimes I feel like my brain has 10 different tabs open at once. So sitting down with just a piece of paper and a paintbrush feels completely different. There's no pressure to finish quickly. There's no need to constantly check if something's working. It's just me, the watercolors, and figuring out what happens next. For this painting, I wanted to try something a little different. I've always liked painting flowers because they have this softness in them. They don't have to be extremely detailed to feel beautiful. Sometimes it's just the colors, the way the paint moves is enough to create the feeling. I think this is also why I enjoy using watercolor so much. When I first started learning it, I thought the hardest part would be knowing which colors to use, learning different techniques. But I slowly realized the hardest part is actually being patient. With watercolors, you can't always force things to happen. If you add too much water, the paint moves differently. If you make a mistake, you can't completely cover it with other mediums. You have to work with what you already have. Honestly, I think that's something that applies a lot of things outside painting too. When I started creating content, I had no idea what I was doing. I just knew I enjoyed making things and I always wanted to share them. At first, I thought the hardest part would be creating videos. But later, the hardest part is continuing when you don't know what the result will be. Because when you spend hours making something, whether it's painting, a dress, or a video, you naturally hope people will appreciate it. But when that doesn't happen, it can be disappointing. There were definitely times when I questioned whether I was spending too much time on something that wasn't growing as quickly as I wanted. But then I would start another project anyways. I would get another idea. I would see something and think, I want to try that. I think that's when I realized that creating was not just something I do when things are going well. It's something I genuinely enjoy doing. One thing I've noticed about myself is that I've never really been someone who likes one thing. Some people know exactly what they want to do. They find a passion and they spend years focusing on it. And I admire that. But for me, I've always been curious about different things. I can spend one day working on a sewing project and the next day I want to paint something. I can be learning about technology and then I suddenly get an idea for an art project. Sometimes I wonder if that is a bad thing because everyone online, there is so much advice about choosing one thing, building one thing, and becoming known for a specific thing. But I think I'm slowly learning that different interests don't always have to compete with each other. They can support each other sometimes. Sewing has taught me patience and attention to detail. Painting teaches me observation and slowing down. Making videos teaches me storytelling. Every skill adds something new. Even though I don't know exactly where all of this interest will take me, I like that they're all part of my journey. When I look at a finished painting, I don't just see the flowers or the colors. I remember sitting down and making it. I remember deciding which colors to mix, and I remember the parts where I messed up and I fixed it somehow. And that's what makes handmade things special. When you buy something, it's just the finished product. But when you make something, you also have the little moments that happen along the process. All the mistakes, the changes, and the decisions you have made. Even the little things that didn't go according to the plan become the part of the story. That's something I've noticed in stitching too. When I make clothes, especially something with a complex design, there are always moments where some part doesn't fit correctly or a part that doesn't look the way I imagined in my head. And that moment, it feels frustrating. But after finishing the project, all those struggles become the things I remember the most. Because they're proof that I learned something new, that I tried something new. I think painting is very similar too. A lot of people see art and think the most important part is having talent. But the more I create, the more I feel like patience matters just as much. Being willing to try again, being okay with making something that isn't perfect, allowing yourself to be a beginner. Because if you wait until you're already good at something before you start, you'll never actually get better. When I started this watercolor journey, I wasn't expecting every painting to look amazing. And I'm still learning how to control the water, to blend the colors properly, and how to make things look more realistic. And this is what makes learning something exciting. There's always a chance to improve. There's a new technique to try, and always another painting to make. And we focus so much on reaching the final version of ourselves, but we forget that we're constantly changing. The person who made the painting today is not the person who made their first painting. The person who makes their next one will know a little more than I do. That's something I really like about keeping a sketchbook or recording projects. You get to look back and actually see your progress. Because when you're improving slowly, you don't notice when it's happening. I think this year has taught me that creating something doesn't always need a huge reason behind it. Not everything has to become business, not everything has to go viral, and not everything has to be perfect before I share it. Sometimes you can simply create because you enjoy the process. Of course, I still want this channel to grow. I want it to reach more teenagers who love to create but are scared to get into it. I do get excited when people like my videos or when they take the time to leave a nice comment. But those moments really matter a lot. I don't want numbers to be the reason I create though, because if I only created when I knew something would succeed, I think I would miss out on so many things I enjoy making. This is my finished painting. Looking back at the beginning, I think my favorite part is not even the final result. It's the fact that I sat down for hours and painted with a lot of patience. There are so many things I want to learn, so many ideas I want to try, and I hope I can continue sharing that journey here. Thank you for spending time with me and watching me paint. I hope this video gave you a small creative break from your day, and I'll see you in the next one.